child's pose. Bring your knees wide and your feet together. Reach your arms long in front of you. Sink your hips back over your heels. Lift your fingertips off of your mat and press down through the palms of your hands. Take your hands over to the right side of your mat and keep going until you feel a stretch in your left side body. So if you don't feel it, maybe walk your hands off of your mat. And then take your hands through center and over to the left side. And keep going until you feel an opening across the right side of your body. And come back through center, reach really long. Press yourself into tabletop. Tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, lift through the crown of your head and lift your tailbone. And then exhale, round your spine, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. On your inhale, find cow. On your breath out, cat. Inhale for cow, really drop your belly low. See if you can point your tailbone up toward the ceiling. And then on your breath out, you'll take your spine up toward the ceiling and tuck your tailbone down low. Let's do one more. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Curl your toes under, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, pedal out your heels. Find some movement that you need in this first down dog. Drop your heels to the right side of your mat. So again, feel a stretch in the left side of your body. Maybe take your gaze out under your left arm. And then switch sides. Drop your heels over to the left side of your mat. Open up through your right side body. Come back through center. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. High plank. Your hands are directly beneath your shoulders. Bring your belly button up toward your spine. Breathe. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. baby steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise for mountain, reach tall. So you are lifting all the way from the base of your belly all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Take your hands to opposite elbows and hang in ragdoll. Maybe find a sway side to side. Release your elbows, hands down toward your feet. Inhale, flat spine, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise for mountain, reach really tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands to your mat, step back, high plank. High plank, belly button to spine. Keep your neck as an extension of your spine here. Breathe. Press back, down dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain, reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands to your mat, high plank. High plank. So we're gonna hold our plank, keep breathing. Breathe. Press back, down dog. Inhale, tip toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain, reach really tall. Exhale, fold right back down to the earth. Half lift. Plant your hands, high plank. High plank. Press back, down dog. Lift your right leg and then bend your knee and stack your hips. Take some big circles with your knee to open up through your hip. Straighten your right leg and then step it through for low lunge. Just bring your left knee down to the earth. Low lunge. Inhale, use your hands, lift up. Exhale, fold. We'll do that 3 times. Core is engaged. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower your hands, straighten your leg for half split. Half split. Breathe into it as you feel a stretch through your hamstring. All right, shift your hips to the front of the room. Proposal pose. And if you don't feel this across your inner thighs or in your psoas, you can press your hips more to the front of the room. Find a little length in your back leg. Now take your right hand to the inside of your right foot and lift your left arm to the sky. So I know we usually do the opposite. This time we're gonna do the inside of our right leg. And then take your hands back down to your mat, press back, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, pedal out to your heels. Lift your left leg, bend your knee, stack your hip, and find some movement here. Take some big circles, open it up. Straighten your left leg. Step it through your hands, low lunge, right knee down to the earth. So you'll have a 90-degree angle in both legs. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Core is engaged. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift off. Exhale, take your hands to your mat, shift back, half split. Straighten your left leg. We'll pause here for a couple of breaths. Flex your left toes. And then shift forward for proposal pose. So send your hips all the way to the front of the room. So now we do not have that 90-degree angle on our legs anymore because we are pressing forward. We will open up to the right this time. So take your left hand to your mat, right arm to the sky, and open up to the right. It is a little hard to do it this way. It is for me at least. Take both of your hands back to your mat and press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Top of your mat. Halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Rise for mountain, reach tall. Exhale, fold back down to the earth. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, take your hands to your mat, high plank. High plank. So we're gonna hold our plank. We're gonna skip the chaturanga for now. Hold your plank. Press back, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your right leg. This time bring your knee toward your nose and hover. So round your spine, knee toward your nose. Exhale, send it back. This time bring your knee to your right elbow. Maybe your knee actually touches your elbow. Send it back. Right knee to left elbow. So each of these is a hover, breathe, send it back, and then step it through for low lunge. Left knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Last time, find length through your arms, through your upper body. Exhale, lower your hands, shift back, half split. Breathe deeply. Shift forward, proposal pose, send your hips to the front of the room. Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot, lift your left arm to the sky. So we'll twist to the left. Bring both of your hands back down to your mat, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose and hover. So round your spine, lift through your torso. Send your leg back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Send it back. Left knee, right elbow. Send it back. And then step it through, low lunge. Left foot forward, right knee down, 90-degree angles. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, lift tall. Take your hands to your mat, shift back, half split. Flex your left toes. Shift forward, press your hips to the front of the room. We'll take our twist to the right. So left hand comes to the inside of your left foot, right arm to the sky. Both hands down, press back, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, top of your mat. Half lift, forward fold. Rise for mountain. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Plant your hands, high plank. Breathe. Press back, down dog. Lift your right leg. This time we're going to step it through our hands and come into warrior one. Warrior one. So you'll have the 90-degree angle in your front knee. Back leg is straight. The outer edge of your left foot is grounding down to the earth. From warrior one, open up to warrior two. Warrior two, gaze out over your front hand. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in your knee. And then find extended side angle. So we have several options here. You can take your right elbow to your right thigh or your right hand down to the floor or a block. Either way is fine. Listen to your body always. Now see if, it doesn't matter which way you've chosen, but see if you can energetically lift your torso toward the sky. So instead of dumping down into that right side, you're going to sort of lift with your left side. So this is going to take a little bit of core work. Breathe. And then take both of your hands to your mat. Come into high plank. High plank, belly button to spine. Press back, down dog. Lift your left leg. Step it through, low lunge. I'm sorry, I mean warrior one, warrior one. Warrior one, sit deep. Really reach all the way from your lower body all the way to your fingertips. So it's not just about arms here, your whole body is lifting toward the sky. Open up, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, keep the bend in your front leg. And then find extended side angle. So maybe it's the same on this side as what you did before, maybe it's something different. Either way is perfectly fine. And then see if you can energetically lift up through the right side of your body, almost like maybe you could touch the ceiling with your right hand. Core comes online. And then take both of your hands to your mat. Come into high plank. High plank. Press back, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, high plank. Now you have an option. You can hold the plank like we have been doing, or if you're ready to lower down, then lower all the way down to your mat. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale your right leg high. Step it through, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. We'll be here for a breath. option to take both of your hands to your heart. So what this means is you're no longer supporting your weight with your hand or your elbow. This is just an option. We're going to try it on as we build through our sequence. And then take your hands to your mat, high plank. High plank. Option to keep your plank or lower down. Cobra pose. If you've lowered down, press back, down dog. Lift your left leg. Step it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. So we can start in any option that you choose here, hand down or elbow to your thigh, but then maybe see if you can take both of your hands to your heart center. So this is using all core. Breathe into it. Find your balance. Take your hands to your mat, high plank. Either hold plank or lower down. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees forward. Top of your mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, high plank. Lower down. Again, you can skip this anytime. Cobra pose. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. All right, we are going to keep building from here. So not only do you have the option of taking both of your hands to your heart, you also have the option of finding a bind here. So what that looks like is bringing your right hand back behind your right leg and your left arm back behind and gripping your hand. I'm going to do this from the other side so you can see my hands if you need to, and you find a bind. Either way, no matter what option you're doing, an extended side angle, you are energetically lifting through your torso. Wherever you're at, release your hands, release your bind, take your hands to your mat, high plank. High plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Flip your front palm. Reverse. Extended side angle. So maybe try these things on here. Maybe you, from here, you take your hands to your heart and then find the bind. FYI, if you have a strap or even a piece of clothing, you could always use that between your two hands as a link. Breathe. Release your hands to your mat, high plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. This time find child's pose, balasana. Take a second to come back to our breath. Let your body sink down into your mat. All right, press up, Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels. We're building. Take a second to reset. All right. Go ahead and lift your right leg and step it through warrior one. Inhale, rise. Open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. If you haven't guessed where we're going with this, it's birds of paradise. So, option to find the bind. And again, we're just having fun with this. As my teacher says, do you know what it means if you can do birds of paradise? Absolutely nothing. If you want to try it on, you have your hands behind you, maybe you have a strap or a piece of clothing, you have a bind around that right leg, step your left leg forward, and then you're just gonna sort of start to lift, start to come to stand on that left leg. So your right leg is still in a bind. We're just playing around with this. Maybe you lift your right leg, and then maybe you straighten your right leg. Breathe, whatever you've done, just play around with it, have fun. Meet me back in extended side angle, no rush at all. And then take your hands to your mat, high plank. Option to lower down. If so, take cobra, press back, down dog. Let's take a second to come back to our breaths here. Inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, side out. Let's do that again. In through your nose. Exhale, side out. Seal your lips, Ujjayi Pranayama. Lift your left leg. Step it through your hands, warrior one. Inhale, brings you up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. So as you know, we'll be here for several breaths. Take what you need here, maybe push yourself to try something new. If you have the bind, maybe just step your right foot to meet your left and lift up onto your left toes. From there, you could try to go ahead and stand up and maybe straighten your left leg. Play around with it. If you fall out of it, you can come right back in it. Meet me back in extended side angle when you're ready, absolutely no rush. And then hands to your mat, high plank. Option to hold or lower. If you've lowered, take cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift your right leg. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Stay here or flip your dog. If you flip dog, lift your hips to the sky with your right arm long behind you. Flip back over, high plank. Press back to a three-pointed dog. Right leg stays lifted. Bring your right knee to your right wrist for half pigeon. Half pigeon. Option to come down to your forearms for sleeping pigeon. Use your hands, lift your upper body. Find a little back bend here first. So lift your heart up toward the sky like you would in cobra. And then press back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Option to flip your dog or stay here. If you're in flip dog, lift your hips to the sky, reach your left arm back. Come back over, high plank to a three-pointed dog. Left leg is lifted still. Left knee to left wrist, half pigeon. Option to fold. Slowly come back to your hands. Lift your heart as if you were in cobra. And then press back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels one last time. Walk your feet through your hands, come to sit on your mat in Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. Take your hands to your feet and hinge forward. Lead with your heart first. You have the option here of taking your elbows to your knees and gently pressing your knees down to your mat if you need an additional hip opener. Inhale, sit up tall and straight. Keep your legs as they are. Bring your arms overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to right knee. Find your twist. Come back through center. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Come back through center one more time. Bring your arms overhead. This time, bring your hands down to your heart. Close your eyes for just a second. It is 8 o'clock. If you need to leave now, then I say namaste to you and thank you for joining. I'm going to keep going for those who want to continue. If you are continuing, like open your eyes, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, fold, just take your arms long in front of you, and then very slowly walk your fingertips up your mat. Reach your arms long, legs are still in Baddha Konasana. Reach your arms long, draw your belly button back toward your spine, engage your core, and then one vertebrae at a time, lower your back body all the way down to your mat. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Take your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. And then bring both of your feet to your mat under your knees. So your knees point toward the sky, your feet are underneath your knees. Drop your arms down by your side. Inhale, lift your hips for bridge. Exhale, lower your hips back down to the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then this final bridge, we will hold for a couple of breaths. Option to roll your shoulders underneath and clasp your hands. Continue to breathe. Release your hands, lower your hips down to the earth. Hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Send your feet to the sky for waterfall. If you have a block, you could place the block underneath your sacrum for supported waterfall. Take your first two fingers to your big toes, bend your knees, happy baby. Release your toes, bring your knees back into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Bring your right knee further into your chest. And then open your right knee out to the side. Take your right knee across your body. Find a twist. Come back through center, switch legs, bring your left knee in, extend your right leg long. Open your left knee out to the side. And then take it across your body, left knee over to the right side. Come back through center. Extend your left leg long, find Shavasana. Melt all the way down into your mat. Relax your arms down by your side. Relax your jaw. Soften the space around your eyes. Let your breath come with ease. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. And begin to find movement in your arms and your legs. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll to your side in a fetal position. And press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together at your heart space. Find gratitude for yourself, for your practice. And we take our hands from our heart to our third eye. We honor each other. Namaste.
Thank you, Jordan. That was great.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I will not be here next Wednesday, just so you know.
Okay.